So this is a GCSE video on the FITT principle, which is spelled F-I-T-T. So spelled slightly incorrectly, but there's a reason for that we'll look at in a minute. This is not to be confused with the principles of training. It's a completely separate thing. And sometimes students call the FITT principle principles of training and vice versa. Don't do that, it's a separate thing. So the reason it's called FITT is it's written out like this, and it stands for F for frequency, I for intensity, so S, this is type, and this is time, and I'll just talk through each one. So we've got F-I-T-T, frequency, intensity, type, time. Frequency is how often you train. So how often is the frequency? Now most athletes at the elite level will train 4 to 5 times a week. So the really elite guys at the top of the pyramid here, they'll train 4 to 5 times a week. Whereas a novice person or a GCSE person might train 2 to 3 times per week. So frequency is just how many times you go to the gym, how many times you train, and that can incorporate all the different types of training. The second thing is the intensity, and we made a video on target zones that you would have seen previously. And in that video it talks about target zones being 60 to 80% of your maximum heart rate. Well, the intensity is how hard you work when you're in the gym or in your fitness session. So frequency is how often you go, intensity is how hard you work. Now, in order to burn calories, in order to improve your fitness, whether it be cardiovascular or muscular endurance, you need to be working in this target zone. You need to be working at the higher end of it. So ideally, a GCSE athlete on week 1 might work at 60% of their maximum heart rate, but towards week 5 and 6 they might be up at 75, 80% of their maximum heart rate. So that's how intense they'll be working, and they'll be sweating, and they'll be developing their fitness, and they'll be improving. The type of training, we do this to avoid boredom, and we mix it up, and there's 6 types of training. We're going to do a separate video on this, but I'm just going to go through it quickly. There's circuit training, there's cross training, there's interval training, which HITT training is a form of. We've also got over here continuous training. We have, what we missed out, fartlek training, and last but not least we have weight training. So they are the 6 types of training, and ideally we mix it up to keep it interesting. The last thing is how long we actually spend doing the training session. So how often we go is frequency, how hard we work is intensity, type to mix it up and avoid boredom, and the last one is how long we actually spend when we're in the gym. And the recommended time is 40 minutes. And obviously you need to do a warm up and a cool down either end of that. But the recommended time is 40 minutes. No, that's really in order to make sure that you're working the muscles and you're developing your fitness. So that's it on the FITT principle. Make sure that you pause any bits that I was talking quite quick in, and you make some notes, and your PE teachers will be testing you in the lessons. Thank you.